Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following King Daemon of the Mountain, River, and Vale. Now, in that last episode, we had finally done some more conquest against the Southern Vale and House Weatherwax here, and we took the Duchy of 9 Stars, which attaches us to Gulltown, which means we can start to make some proper entreaties to the king of Gulltown in order to potentially make him our vassal. So we are going to try to befriend him. Once we have done so, we should be able to vassalize him. Now, when that happens, he will become a Lord Paramount, and that is just kind of the way the game mechanics work. In that regard, I'm not sure whether I feel like if we were to bring in a man who calls himself king, that he would only do so if he kept that, prestigious position as a Lord Paramount, considering we have set the precedence here with the Lord Paramount of the Crossing, which is obviously an incredibly powerful vassal here. So to that end, though, I have taken away the Lord Paramountcy of Lord Theomar, and I'm considering this to be a little bit retroactive from essentially from the time that we conquered Lord Theomar. And that's simply, I was kind of on the fence about doing this the whole time, and I finally made up my mind, and I just don't think that it would make any sense for us to consider Lord Theomar here to be a Lord Paramount, to be one of the most prestigious lords in all of the realm of the river, the mountain, river, and Vale. I just don't think that made any sense, considering, one, he was a pirate raider raiding our coasts. That's why we went and conquered him, to end the pirate menace. Not only that, but it's not a particularly prestigious land, or there's, it's not rich or anything like that. It's just the sisters. And also, he has refused to convert back to the faith of the Seven. So I don't think that there's a lot of justification for putting Lord Theomar in a position above Lord Bastion here, for example. Although I wouldn't actually mind. We would be able to technically form the Kingdom of the Trident's Mouth at some point, which, maybe we'll do that and make you a Lord Paramount. Because the way I see it, to go on a little tangent here, with the breakdown of the Iron Throne and the Seven Kingdoms, there is still some of that societal and cultural leaning towards the old systems of government. And so we are obviously a powerful king, but just as the king on the Iron Throne had Lord Paramounts, it might make sense in the context of this future kind of ahistorical scenario for there to be Lord Paramounts here in the Vale as well. So I think that that's fitting. I just don't think it made sense for Lord Theomar to be one. But Gulltown, if we can bring Gulltown in, then I think we'll let them have that prestigious position, because think about it, they've got one of the few cities in all of Westeros is Gulltown. So obviously that is a very powerful, prestigious bit of land to run. He is a king on his own. And so if we are to accept him, I think Lord Paramountcy would be the least he would accept if he were to become our vassal. And obviously the phrase ruling vast tracts of land makes sense for them to be a Lord Paramount as well. Not so much you. And I think that we'll go with that for now. In any case, there's a few things I wanted to take a look at. I've let a tiny bit of time pass to take care of some things in the off screen, like setting up some marriages and stuff for our courtiers. And I'll take a look at some of those shortly. But I did want to show us here with our knights here, and what a mustache Prince Ormond Rivers has here. So we've actually made him a one of our acclaimed knights, So he is the keeper in the mountains. We might change that name. Feel free to offer some suggestions down below. But wow, he has quite the mustache. I kind of want to see what he looks like without the helmet, just to see. Well, it looks a little funny, but you know what? We're gonna let him keep the mustache because I don't know. There's something about those kind of mustaches that's also very epic and cool. So we're gonna let him have it. But yeah, so he has been named one of our acclaimed knights, and he has also gotten a marriage, a pretty good marriage as well, to Meredith of House Ricker. Now, House Ricker is one of the houses of the Kingdom of the Bay, and this is a relative, the daughter of Lady Elrone of Duskendale. And so that's a pretty prestigious marriage. Not only that, but she's supposedly beautiful. We'll take the game's word for it. And I think that will be a pretty good marriage for him indeed. We'll try to give Ormond some land if we take some land that we can give him. I do like the idea of giving him the Cape of Eagles, but we'll have to see how things play out there. To that end, I think that we are pretty much caught up. I haven't really done too much else. Like I said, just set up some marriages with the various courtiers and stuff like that. Now, there is one thing that we need to do, and that is to deal with Lord Lucian the Shy. Now, he refused to accept his king. He left us out in the cold when we went on our grand tour. And so I think that we will need to demand that he come to his king and face justice. So we'll see if he accepts or if he will refuse. That's a good question. Is he going to? Interesting. Greetings, my perceptive liege. Blessings upon you and your house. It seems there is no recourse for our dispute other than to settle it on the battlefield. Oh, Lord Lucian, why would you choose such a thing? Guys, arbitrary. You know what? I think that he worried about what his punishment might be, even though he knows that we are a just king. I don't know what it went through his head. I mean, he just might not feel like we are a suitable overlord for him here in this part of the Riverlands. You know, they have the trident literally cuts us off from his land. So he might be used to being a little bit more independent. And then when summoned to his king, he refuses to accept. So I think that we are probably going to raise up our armies in the Twins. Seems like the best place to do it. Let's raise all here. Do we need to call in our allies? I don't think so. I'm not going. I mean, I know we can. It's technically a defensive war. But I don't really see a lot of reason to. No, I think we'll do without. Unless we need to call them in, but yeah, I'd rather deal with Lord Lucian on our own here. So he's sending his troops. He refuses to accept the summons to come see his king to face up for his crimes. And so we are going to send our army in here. We're going to send it. Do we go in here ourselves? No, I think we would. You know what? I don't think we would do that. I think that we are going to probably have. Let's see. Who do we put in charge of our army? You know what? We're going to send Lord Godric the Black Dragon to go and deal with Lord Lucian. I think that that's pretty fitting that Godric would be sent on a mission like this. Let's see if we can actually. Can we engage him in a fight here? I don't think so. His army is moving, so this was just Godric trying to maneuver, trying to pin Lord Lucian down somewhere here. Oh, he's actually called in. This is why he refused the summons, because he's been making deals with Southstone, and then once Godric hears word that the armies of Southstone have risen up to join Lord Lucian. I think Lord Godric's probably going to do the safe thing, and he's going to pull back to the Twins while we call in some of our allies. So yeah, we're definitely going to call in Strong Song here. And Kermit of Waspwood, where even are you? In the Riverlands. You'd probably get crushed if we called you up there. I think that calling in Strong Song should be enough here. We've got a pretty strong alliance with them, and so yeah, we're gonna pull our troops back though, because this is a oh wow, they have so many troops. We're gonna need to call in more allies, honestly. Knowing how many troops Southstone has to bring to bear, we're probably gonna need to call in Tarth as well. I don't want to call in on Tarth too much. You know what? Let's call in on some of these allies who we don't always call in on. So there we go. We're gonna call in those, but we'll leave Tarth to their own for now. Oh, we're gonna have to move. Harold Perk has joined our court. We gotta get out of here. We need somebody who can move quicker. Let's see, rough terrain forder. Let's see. Who does anybody have like a movement speed here? Merlin Stakely, no. Logistician, travel safety. Anybody that can move the army quicker here, so we don't get caught out, because that is concerning. I'm gonna put Garrett Hagtree in charge here, and let's just hope that we can. Let's hope that we can outrun the forces of the Brackens here. All right, so our allies, yeah, look at that. That's quite a few of them coming in to come and do war with us. So yeah, so Lord Lucian must have been planning this whole time. He was gonna go over to Southstone. I mean, look, it totally makes sense. He's got the alliance. He was gonna go over to Southstone, and so yeah, we gotta really figure out how we're gonna deal with this. Well, let's move. So yeah, we're gonna put Lord Godric back in charge here. He just let somebody else, temporarily plan their route. Valessa suggests that somebody is plotting to kill Emmerich. Concerning, but... My dear friend Patrice has caught wind of my desire to improve my standing with King Torgold. Let's see. Befriend gains progress. Mistress Patrice. Very well. I'm interested to see what you have to say. All right. We will... Oh, yeah. Look at that. They've got 24,000 troops. Oh, you better run there. No, what are you doing? You fools. I never should have called you up. All right. Well... We don't have a... Oh, man, I think we might even need to call in Tarth, honestly. I don't know if we've got enough troops here. I mean, going up against Southstone is probably... Yeah, they're like third most powerful, second most powerful of all the lords south of the neck. So, yeah. This is a pretty difficult fight coming in on our hands. So yeah, we're gonna have to call in all of our allies here to wage war upon the Brackens. At the end of the field exercise, it had seemed a brilliant idea to practice regrouping an army in disarray. I split my troops and ordered every officer to independently make their way back to the area. Of course, by the third day of waiting, but with only half my army in place, I'm now seeing the flaws of the plan. Lord Aladar suggests I ride out with a contingent of knights to find the missing troops, while the rest of the army returns home. Good idea, you're in charge. No, we're gonna handle this personally here. I think we might be able to defend the crossing here. I can hear an absolute ruckus coming from a roadside tavern. One of my knights kicks the door open, revealing a room full of wayward soldiers. My arrival makes them fall silent and stare down into their tankards with nary a word between them. The proprietor narrows his eyes. So you're responsible for this, Navel? Grab a drink for the roadmen and let us be off. I'm tired of dealing with these undisciplined soldiers. These, I've got enough. Let's see. You know what? Let's use our August trait to gather up these forces and bring them in to join up with our allies here on the march. Approaching a watering hole, I spot a camp pitched on its shores. As I enter it, I am met by the sergeant in charge. My lord, our water stores leaked while on the move, and our pack animals cannot make the march home without more water than we currently have. If the lord and his knights help to carry the water skins out, this is the only way. The men will march, and they will march now. Just get us home, sergeant. I do not care anymore. No, I think that we are diligent. We will continue. Gonna reach. Okay, where are you going? The last of my troops have made it back to the Arryn. Order has been restored. Though this was hardly a display of military brilliance, I've gained a new perspective on my army and the individual soldiers of which is composed. All right, well, we're gonna send those troops now to go and join, but this is, you know, slightly concerning at the very least. But we did get a nice perk. Never back down. That is not too bad. Bellum Justum, no. Natural Dread, serve the crown. I kind of like that, you know, rather than being like terrifying kind of dread, I think that this is just like the respect that you would have for a man like Ned Stark. And I think King Daemon is like Ned Stark in a lot of ways. Oh, and look at this, King Daemon the Blessed. They call you King Daemon the Blessed. Spectacular, is it not? I think that that's a fitting name. Can we engage their army? Would we be able to win? Who's our best commander? Garrett Hagtree? Probably the best. After learning that King Torgold would be attending the dance in the castle town of Grafton's Holdfast, I decided it would be the perfect occasion to pass by to ensure I get some time face to face with them. The ball was exquisite, and King Torgold put on a fine show afterward. I told him how impressed I was. We got to talking. By the time I left, it felt as though we had known each other a lifetime already. So there we go. We became friends. Can we vassalize? No, we have to. The war has to be done. He's probably waiting to see how this war goes before that. So how many troops do we have here? We've got about 23,000. They've got about 23,000. So we could potentially win this. Oh, look at this. We're gonna split them off. Excellent move by Garrett Hagtree to pull off this successful maneuver here and split their army in half. This is gonna give us at least something of an advantage here, because we'll be able to beat some of their troops here before the rest of their army comes in. Oh, this is a close fight, though. Look at this battle. This is a big fight going up against the forces of House Bracken. Who do we got here? Omer leading the forces of them. Oh, man, I mean, this could go either way. Slight advantage to us, purely probably because of our vast amount of knights, but like we do not have a great retinues. Ooh, and our commander was captured there, but looks like Lady Elrone of Duskendale comes in to lead the forces after Garrett Hagtree was caught. And oh, there's a lot of going on in this fight here, as you can see. Oh, Ormond was imprisoned. What? Ormond was captured in that battle. That's gonna be lead for an epic story to how this is all playing out. Interesting. So, and look at this, Tarth is coming in. This is a crazy battle here, fighting just south of the neck, and our allied forces are coming in. But my God, this battle is just going crazy here. It's lasting for so long, but we are holding out just long enough for our allies to come in and assist. We're obviously gonna be, look at this, and we got another perk here as we go. I think we're gonna go with let's see, let's go with a man's home here. But this battle is truly going to be one of the most epic of this campaign, probably the most epic. And finally, the allies Tarth and the forces of Redfort here coming in just in the, I mean, I think we would have won this, but it was so even. And this is going to put us over the edge and allow us to defeat our enemy here. But my God, this battle is something to behold. The Battle of Dulor. Let's see. All right, Jason Arryn will become our squire. I'm fine with that. We won't deal with this event just yet, but there we go. The troops come in, our allied troops come in, and this is what pushes us over the edge. So, I mean, even still, this battle has lasted for how many days? Like, you know, fighting in these forests here. Probably, you know, a couple skirmishes and then some major battles in between as we fight all along these lands here. The swampy land south of the neck. Truly, this is going to be, I mean, I don't even know what to think of how all of the, you know, knights and stuff, like so many of them are dead, so many of them are wounded. Our son's still imprisoned. Wow. Truly, this is probably one of the most epic battles we've had. Oh yeah, and there are allies now coming in just at the last moment here to give us a victory, finally. And let us see. I mean, yeah, it's winding down now. They don't have much chance. Oh, and our father has died of old age just as word comes to us of the battle here. Oh, and John. Oh, Prince John has become the acclaimed knight, the truest of the Galleons, because I guess we lost another one of our knights here. Well, let us. We're just becoming the dynasty head now. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take charge of this army personally now, and we're gonna head over here to siege down Lord Lucian's lands in Fair Market. But yeah, I mean, that was a crazy battle. Let us take a look at that. So let's see how many troops. So 42,000 troops on our side versus 23,000 on theirs. They lost 11,000 men. We lost 7,000. Let's take a look at the details of the battle. And we want to see the knights. 102 for Lord Godric of Moray, him and his retinue, 102. But Lord Harwin of Lancewood, 176. Wow, look at that. Their knights got so many kills here. They must have some 43 prowess. Wow, that guy's insane. 23. He's got some strong knights here. But John proving himself well, like very well in that battle. You know, contributing to the death of 67 men himself. I don't know if that's like personally he killed 67 men, but I think that, you know, him and his kind of retinue, his guards, the men with him, killed that many. But he certainly slew a few himself. So, Theomar coming in, you know, getting some, you know, he's fighting for us at the very least. Lord Creighton of Bronze Rings fighting here as well. Oh, this is Tegan's father. Tegan's father was actually in this battle. Interesting. So, yeah, I mean, look at that. Oh, and Lord Paramount Maesart of the Crossing fighting very well for, you know, for a young man, 17 years old. But he proved himself well. Look at that. So let's see. Who do we have here? Lord Dennis of Lakehaven. House Goodbrook was slain by Tristan Belgrave. Dennett here was slain by Roland Fenwick. We've got Maesart slain by Eston Sepley. Ambrose slain by Lord Elwood Longsword, the Shadow Shield. Oh man, they lost a lot of knights. slain by Roland Fenwick. Wow, Roland was really cutting up through the battlefield here. Had his head ripped off by Benford Paul. Yeah, wow, ouch. Roland of Whiskermore, slain by Morgan, and then we captured quite a few other ones as well. So yeah, not many of their knights made it out of that battle, but we did have a few as well. Marin was captured. Sir Marin Stakely, one of our skilled knights. Danner was captured. Let's see. Yeah, we've got a few imprisoned. Oh, we lost a few as well. Lord Devon of Darkwold's Mull, slain. House Leek. We've got, looks like we lost Emmerich as well, slain by Lord Harwin. Rollin was slain as well by Dennett the Horse Knight. Orson, oh, our brother was captured as well, so he captured our brother and our adopted son. Dang, I mean, we might have won that battle, but the King of Southstone got some important prisoners there. That's for sure. I mean, oh, and we lost, yeah, quite a few knights as well. So they, you know what, they gave pretty good considering the stakes of that battle. They did pretty well for themselves, but I mean, that was a big victory. That was almost 40% war score right there. So we're feeling a little ill. I'm going to say do no more than what is necessary. Oh, but we're feeling worse. Oof, that's not good. We might not be able to lead the battle if we are feeling quite so ill. So I think we're probably going to do we put Sir Parman in charge? Maybe. I mean, he's capable. We'll put Sir Parman in charge. He might be a hedge knight, but you know what? He will hopefully do an able job there. We're gonna have to siege down. Oh, look at this. We've actually caught their army here. Let's see. Jason, keep the trade diligent. I'm fine with that. Our allies are coming in, but look at that. So the forces of House Bracken feigned retreat and then turned around to try to engage us in battle. But before we could get to Fairmarket here, trying to hold that off, but luckily our allies were coming in and we're going to crush the forces of House Bracken once more. So a valiant last stand here on one of the tributaries of the Trident's Edge as the forces of House Bracken try to hold us off from Fairmarket here, but they are unsuccessful. We can bring our armies to bear to now lay siege to Lord Lucian's castle. That puts us at 60% war score here, which is pretty good. I'd like our allies to go in and, I mean, yeah, we really crushed. Oh, we crushed the forces of House Bracken. They've only got 4,000 troops to their name. And look at this, all these sieges going down. Yeah, this should go quickly. There we go. Valessa doing an excellent job as the spymaster despite her evil faith. Looks like they're sieging down Waspwood, but I'm not too concerned about that. We're getting these sieges done here, so I'm going to speed up the time. So we're going to get a bunch of sieges just tick through here really quick. What's going on over in the Iron Islands here? Attacking Golden Grove? So you're attacking Golden Grove and losing. You're defending against Darstone and and the Trident. River King Alistor the Trembling Coward is actually trying to restore, I think, Cape of Eagles. Well, impressive. Impressive indeed. There we go. Look at that. So we don't even need, you know what? I think I want to siege down Fairmarket though. I'd like to have the siege fully done here. Oh, and there. Look at our allies going crush Bracken once more. Yeah, let's thoroughly trounce our enemies here and have this done and dealt with here. So that is that. We seize the beautiful wooden warrior there. And let us see. Do we have any important prisoners here? to do like a prisoner exchange. We've got, oh yeah, we've got somebody from House Root here. We've got his daughter. We've got, let's see. Well, we've got his daughter, so that might be, you know, worth an exchange here. But let us see. Let us enforce our demands. So, valuable prisoners taken by all war participants will be released. Okay. Let's see if that means that... Is this not a valuable prisoner? Like, how does this make any sense here? Maybe he will be released in a moment. We'll see. Oh, and we're being called to war as well. Against the King of the Bay. Oh, okay. Well, we'll accept. I'm going to pause it here quickly. Yeah, we can let bygones be bygones. I've got more important matters to be concerned with, and that is Lord Lucian. All right, so he's in prison. I think it's a little bit silly that we had to release his daughter, but the king of House Bracken here did not. Oh my God, John, you've got... I'm gonna change his mustache. That's ridiculous. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll keep it. You can both have silly mustaches. Him and Sir Orman. I don't know if they're just playing a joke or what, but yeah, we're gonna have to find a way to free Orman and our brother, probably just by paying the ransoms. Will not accept. Yeah, we'll have to see about that here. Let's see. Between my half brother and your daughter, I can accept this. But yeah, what do we do with Lord Lucian? Well, I think that we have to strip him of his lands. So yeah, we're gonna strip him of that title, the Lordship of Fairmarket, revoked, and I think that we are going to revoke. It's not just to revoke his other title. Okay, so then after that, then we should probably... I mean, I think we gotta execute him. I think that there's no other choice. He rose up in rebellion against us. He needs to face the sword, and so I don't think we're going to send him out the moon door. I think we'll give him an honorable execution. We'll have him die by the blade, beheaded, as you can see here. Would we do it ourselves? Ned Stark style, a la Ned Stark? We might, frankly. Oh, well connected. Nice. Yeah, I think we would. Just simply, I mean, we're sick though. We'd probably have one of our other characters. Well, if we execute him, will Southstone be angered? They might. I'm going to hold off, and I'm going to see what you guys think, because I think if we execute Lucian, then we need to be worried about our brother and our son, who are in the hands of the lord here of House Bracken, the king. I think that we need to hold off and figure out how to get our brother and our son back before we do anything hasty with Lord Lucian here. But we did strip him of most of his titles, and we'll figure out what to do with that in the next episode. So until then, Wanderers, thank you for watching.